Today we're going to be explaining how to enter in your inventory database. First we'll go over how to add in the individual items into your inventory, then how to edit the inventory items that are in your inventory. Any changes that need to be made, or just review the information that is associated with that item. And then we will be going over invoice entry, and then how to review those invoices just for review or make any changes if necessary. Then we'll be going over how to input your opening stock, and then how to input your closing stocks and know exactly where you're at. And also how to get your theoretical counts of everything in your inventory, just to get a base point for where you guys should be at. So first we'll go over add inventory. Now here you'll see you need to give a part number. Normally we use the SKU code or barcode or part number associated with the invoices. Just makes it for a little more uniform. We'll start with makeup item. We'll do pickles, since I know that is not in here yet. We'll say starting stock, we have 10, we'll say cans. And that, now, department, you can actually separate out, is it food, is it beverage, is it paper, napkins, things like that, chemicals for cleaning. We also have a miscellaneous group just in case you guys are special. And then also we can say, where is the stored at in the store? Is it in the freezers, in the walk-in? Is it in the dry goods section, or again, one of those special cases? And then we can say, how is this item used? Since we're actually buying it in cans, but then when you're selling it, it's going to be different. So, pickles, probably the ounces. Now we'll hit save. Want to review that item that we just made, we'll go over to edit inventory item. Now we'll see the whole list that we've already built up here. So now we'll go to pickles that I just made up here. We'll do edit ingredient, then pick pickles. Now you can see the part number, you can see the name, the opening stock, how it's coming in. So you can change how it's coming in. Maybe all of a sudden they start shipping to bags or something like that. So you can change that too. It's well, the department isn't generally going to change too much, but you could change that if necessary. And then where it's stored in. Cans generally will get stored in the dry goods section. And if you needed to change the usage or anything such as that, you can do that here. Theoretical count, you can change that here also. Say something was wrong with the shipment, the invoice got inputted, but you didn't actually get that whole amount. Say you only got 8 cans of pickles. Something got messed up. So you hit save, it'll show green, showing that there was a change. And you hit save again. Now if we go back there, we'll see that our theoretical count should still be 8. Yep, 8, there we go. So now we went over adding inventory, we went over editing, go over invoice entry. So we add in the invoice number, whatever it may be, and choose the date that the invoice came in, whether it be last week, yesterday, today. It all goes in just the same. We enter in the vendor name, whoever brought the order in, really. And we add in the total for this invoice. We'll say this one is $100. And line item, that's how many items were actually on this invoice. So we'll just put 5. Now we start the entry. Up top, we'll see the vendor name, the invoice number, the total amount that the invoice is for, as well as the line item. Now, we'll just go through one by one and add it in. So, we'll say we got some pickles. That's a new item. So, now it's going to ask how many of these items did we get. We'll say we got in 5. We'll say that it came at $10 a piece. So now, net price, that would be $50 altogether. If you add row, and now we add up the next item. So we got in some baking mix as well. So we got 2 pounds of that at $10 a pound. That would come out to $20 again. Add row. Now our total's up to 70. So now we have a few more items that came in. Say coffee. Got 10 packages of that. And unit price per piece, we'll say it was at $1. That gives us another $10. Brings our total up to 80 here. Items remaining 2. Now we go loose eggs. We say we got a dozen of those at let's say $1 a piece. So we have 12. Add row, and our final item we'll say we got in bakery runners, one of them. And we'll say we got one of those at $8. That gives us a total of 8. So now we have added in all our items and our totals are correct. We check the total of the invoice and the total that was entered. Now we hit save. Please verify entries. Make sure you didn't make any mistakes. You hit yes. Now we've added in that invoice. We can review that invoice by going to review invoice. You can pick the vendor name. You know that last one was US Foods. And this was the invoice number that came in last. So we'll say open invoice. And we can see anything that came in, what the quantities were, how much they cost altogether. We could also make changes if we need to. Anything didn't come, any broken, anything that comes up basically, you can make the changes here if you need be. Now on to opening stock. Here's where you put in the numbers of all your different items at the beginning of your inventory count. So now basically you take your counts, take your count sheet and then update accordingly. So say with the 11-inch platters we actually had 10 on in stock. Now once we change the number, you hit update. Now since the invoice came in this date, it's going to say it's already been updated for this date. Are you sure you want to proceed? Go ahead and click yes, and it will change accordingly. And you will just go through and fill out basically everything you needed to count. And then once you're done, you can hit save, and that will save it into the system. You can also print this out on just your standard printer by clicking Print A4. And then once you're all set, all printed out, all updated, you hit done. And that's all there is to it, really. Closing stock. The stock at the closing of the inventory period. Go in and put whatever it happens to be. And now you're down to, back down to 1 with the 11-inch platters. Hit save. Now it's going to say it's already been changed to this date again. And go ahead and click yes. And then fill out accordingly. And again, once you're done, hit save. If you need to print out if you need another printout, click Print A4. And once you're done, hit done. And now to theoretical count, so you can just have a basic look at what you should have on site. Now with the wastage and spoilage, things like that, these numbers aren't always correct, but it gives you a fair ballpark of where you need to be at. So from there, you can print it out by hitting print, or if you just wanted to take a quick look at what you need, and hit done. And that is about all there is to the inventory. Thank you very much.